Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet the great Steve Kinder. He's an expert on human-centered design. We'll explore his journey next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I think you'll agree with me that the key to a successful business is the customer experience. They can design the best watch in the world, but if it's not user-friendly, the watch does not sell. You could have the best food in the world, but if it takes 45 minutes to get a salad, you don't go to that restaurant again. So the great Steve Kinder is in the studio. He's a friend of mine. He's with EO Dallas. He's the founder of Kimota. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, Jeff. Glad I could be here.
Absolutely. Okay, let's go back into your childhood. Were you always kind of fascinated with design and how processes work?
Absolutely. I mean, I grew up kind of a creative. I enjoyed fine arts and making things and building things. I just had a little bit of a different way of looking at life. And so that ultimately led me into just kind of a more creative field of art and design, and went to design school after high school.
Wow. We were talking before the show about companies we both admire, and I threw out the word Apple, and you're like, absolutely. Okay, what is Apple doing right as far as customer experience?
Oh, I think they have a good lineage of looking at thinking about where the customer needs to be and what that experience should be in the future for them. They were ahead of the curve on music. They were ahead of the curve on the iPhone. They're always kind of thinking about what's that future human experience going to be, and how can we design products or solutions to accommodate that experience for the customer.
Yeah, and not only are their products good, but even their web experience is good. I mean, if they put all of their products on the homepage, you'd be very confused.
Yeah.
But it's very intuitive. You come in and you kind of guide yourself to, the iPad or the Mac.
It's very clean and simple. There's a big Dieter Rams philosophy about less is more, and they definitely they definitely live by that. So.
And we were talking before the show that your wife is a big fan of Amazon.
Yes, she is. Yes.
And I think they have changed the customer experience as far as what you can expect when you order something online. So let's talk about that process a little bit, because in the old days, if you ordered something from like a Walmart, you didn't know when it was going to arrive. But then Amazon tells you, okay, you made the order and it's in transit, or it's running late.
Absolutely.
I mean, they completely changed the way people...
Well, yeah, I think what Amazon wanted to do is just understand, anytime you order something online, there's this ambiguous 5, 7, 10 days where you don't know it's going to show up. And I think the customer wants to know when I'm going to get my product. Am I going to be home when it shows up? Is it going to be there? Is it going to be damaged? And I think Amazon saw that as an opportunity to really embrace it from a more human-centric approach, to understand, to really empathize with the customer after they've ordered something, and to make sure that, it gets there when the customer expects it, and to communicate that timeline clearly. So.
And you're a serial entrepreneur. You've been involved in many different projects.
Started a few businesses, yes.
Kimota is the one we're going to focus on today. Let's pull up the services page of the Kimota website. Talk about the kinds of clients you like to work with.
Yeah, so Kimota kind of evolved out of a graduate program at SMU, the MADI program, which is a Master's of Arts in Design and Innovation. Myself and a few others got our masters from that program, and we formed a small consultancy to go out and put that kind of work and those methodologies into the world, helping nonprofits, for-profit businesses, educational institutions, and even like that we worked with the city of Dallas on a project. So yeah.
Wow. I mean, everything from nonprofits to city government, and often this has been my experience. The government makes things very complicated because there are not a lot of design people. They're not thinking about processes. They're just like the post office.
Yes.
We've all been to the post office, and there's a long line going out into the hallway. And there's one person with a sign that says, I'm on break. And we're all like frustrated with this.
Yeah,
So,
they take lunchtime at the same time we're going to the post office on our lunch, right?
all right, so
Doesn't make any sense.
let's imagine the U.S. Postal Service hired you as a consultant.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Well, I think one of the processes that we do, the methods we approach is this kind of empathy. We apply this empathy lens to your customers and the experience that you want them to have. So it's not always about what the company's goals and outcomes is. It's ultimately through the lens of the people you're serving,
Yes.
whether that's a nonprofit or whether it's a for-profit business or whether you're a school. We talk to a lot of people. We want to understand what that experience is that your audience or your customers having and what drives their motivation to continue having that experience with you, so that then we can look at how those subtle changes from the business's perspective can enhance that overall experience and improve that engagement level with your audience or your customer.
All right. One of the things we could solve right now is
We'll try.
the lunch break.
The lunch break, yeah.
Between 11:30 and 1, that's not the time that you give everybody a lunch break at the Postal Service. I mean, they should be there taking care of the customer.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's, it's just understanding your audience. If the Postal Service was able to look at the inbound traffic of their retail locations and understand that they see a high volume of people coming during the lunch hour, someone with the insight you would hope would think, okay, maybe we should shift our staffing or design our staffing or move our lunch periods around for some people so that maybe they take them earlier or later and look at those traffic patterns that go on in their branches. So,
A tough question. Why doesn't the U.S. Postal Service do that? Why do they allow us to stand in a 45-minute line during our lunch break?
I don't know. I think that's a great question. It could just be that they let their employees have a sense of autonomy of when they want to take their lunch break. There may not be any guidelines around that. It's hard to say. I wouldn't know because I haven't had the opportunity to work with them. So,
All right. If the U.S. Postmaster is watching this, you need to hire Steve. I'm going to set up a video with you.
Sure.
So you do a lot of speaking around the country, and you did some work with UTD. So
correct.
Set up this video.
Yeah. So the project we did with UTD, we sponsored a UT Design computer science course because we were doing a lot of research in different types of topics, and we wanted to build a tool that we could use and leverage kind of AI, artificial intelligence, with a lot that's going on now. And so we sponsored this class and worked with a variety of a small team of computer science students as their capstone project to help us design a tool that we could use in our business and with our clients to help us surface research a lot quicker and do landscape analysis around all kinds of different topics that we're not experts in. So
Outstanding. Okay, let's go ahead and roll that video.
The students brought a lot of insights and perspective and diversity to something we didn't know that they could, and they really knew nothing about what we do. So it gave us a chance to educate them through the lens of how they see the work we do, and then use their knowledge in computer science skills to help us build a platform or design a platform and take something that was just an idea and make an actual proof of concept platform that we can begin to test and prototype and hopefully move forward into the next phase to make it kind of a minimum viable product. So.
All right, let's talk more about that. What was that experience?
Oh, it was a great experience. I mean, I feel like anytime a company can invest in giving students a real world project that would really apply to a business, it gives them that kind of experience and insights of how a business works, the goals and objectives of what we were trying to accomplish with developing this kind of platform to help serve our clients and customers around the issues and areas of research we're trying to do. So, yeah.
And UTD is amazing. I've had a chance to give some talks up there as well. I mean, it's a kind of a hidden gem.
It really is. It really is. It's a fantastic institution that has a lot of focus on computer science and other sciences.
Yeah. Okay, we're both big fans of EO Dallas, Entrepreneurs Organization. How long have you been a member?
I have been a member for 15 years of EO Dallas.
Yes. Okay, we're going to pull up the EO website, and as we scroll down, talk about your EO experience. Why would somebody want to get involved in EO?
Absolutely. So I think EO is a great peer-to-peer organization for like-minded individuals that have started businesses and are running and operating businesses throughout Dallas and North Texas. For me, when I started my first business in 2002, for like the first 5 or 6 years, I didn't really have a group of other business owner peers, friends that I could lean on to ask questions, to understand, what do I do when I have this accounting issue, or I have an HR, I want to hire a new person, who should I talk to? What do you think about my marketing plan? Like getting a lot of feedback. I mean, there's always consultants you can go out and pay, but you don't always know if you're getting an honest, transparent experience because they aren't always in the same seat as you are when you're running and operating a business. So for me, that was a great opportunity when I found EO in 2009 and to join the local Dallas chapter. It really was super impactful in the way I thought about my business. And as I started having opportunities to launch other businesses and ventures, it really informed how I thought about that process and kind of the frameworks for which I wanted to build my life around as well, having multiple businesses. So.
And they have these amazing learning events with these international speakers who come in who give great value. I find a lot of value in forum. Let's explain forum to people. So are you in a forum?
I am. I'm actually in 2 forums. I have a local Dallas chapter forum that I've been with for 4 or 5 years. And then I have a regional forum, which involves other business owners and EO members from across the U.S. and from different cities and regions of the U.S.
To me, the coolest thing, my forum is very diverse. So we have people in marketing and IT, and it's amazing how somebody in an industry unlike yours can actually give you some really good advice on how to, lead or manage people.
For sure.
Have you had some good EO experiences?
Yeah, well, I think there's value in getting diverse perspectives of your business. So, for example, someone in one of my forums runs a software company, and my company uses software also. So I think even though I'm not necessarily trying to design software every day, getting that experience and insights from someone who does design and develop software every day was very helpful. A marketing agency, a PR agency. I have another forum member that's in marketing and PR, and she brings an amazing range of insight and expertise and skills when you were talking about how we think about social media, or how we're thinking about other ways to connect with audiences that we're trying to market to.
Yeah, absolutely. So I urge people to go to eodallas.org and check out EO, because it's a great organization. In the final couple minutes, what's your advice to a young person who's just getting into the market? They just graduated college, and what are some advice? What's some advice you would give to a young person?
I mean, I have a senior that'll be graduating college next year, so this is a very relevant topic. But I think, just be open to trying things. This is a very turbulent time if you're coming out of college. I mean, you can see all the media talking about how artificial intelligence is going to impact the workforce in different ways. The reality is, I feel like as a human-centered designer, all of this talk around AI still comes back to what the human experience is going to be. There's still humans on Earth. We're still going to go to social events. We're still going to go out and mow our lawns and go to restaurants or salons and do things as people. And so a lot of these service-based economies, I feel like, are going to continue to grow and expand. So just because you get a degree in communications and you get out in college, you can't find a job, don't be afraid to try something new, because those types of degrees, most colleges, that degrees you're going to get are very diverse in the way they think about they can be applied to your life. So, the opportunity to just get out and try some things and find what's a fit and find what's not a fit is just important, even if it's in an area that you don't really know very well. So
outstanding. You've been an amazing guest. We're going to end with two websites. Steve's for-profit website, Kimota.co, is his website. We'll put that on the screen. There we go. And then we'll end with the EO website, which is eodallas.org. Steve, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.